Excited to read all the comments about how I look today. Try to comment that. The sun as well. I'm gonna ruin this video today, but you know, that's how we do it. What's up, everyone? Anything new you want to share? Any festival experiences, maybe? A lot of our friends currently are at Sziget Festival in Budapest, Hungary, where it's cool in a cool way and cool in a cold way. Despite the weather, the fact that they're all at one of the biggest music festivals in the world right now is pretty fucking amazing. We are patiently waiting for them to come back home and share their stories. So be here in approximately a week for some cool Sziget 2016 throwback. Meanwhile, let's look back at one of our first videos. In March, we did a video about Charli XCX's new record label, her own music label, and did a small review on her brand new, very different, very fresh EP called Room Room. Both things were merely connected with a London-based label created in 2013 called PC Music. We mentioned it in that video as well. If you haven't seen that video we did about her, click here in the corner to catch up. And well, this label is the whole another topic. That's why I will try to cover all the interesting and important information about it, its extraordinary artists and collaborators in this video. PC Music, as I mentioned earlier, is a record label based in London, UK. And here already it's not that quite simple. PC Music is very complex, though at first glance you could say complete opposite. I always saw PC Music more as a modern art collective, as a group of young 20-something years old people who create futuristic music, accompanied with heavy visual and conceptual sides, and who barely give a fuck. Nevertheless, they do care about all their fan base, which is huge at this point, and getting bigger and bigger with time. People dig that stuff. People love PC Music. Oh, they don't, and they hate them. And I believe the reason behind it is that they don't really understand them, and just don't get the point of it all. But is there a point? I told you, it's all very complicated. What PC Music stuff is like? Visually, it's very internet-friendly, all glitchy, processed and programmed, GIF reminiscent like. Talking about the music, think lots of journalists and critics try to explain. Well, it perfectly corresponds to the visual side. Imagine a neon-colored sorbet with different toppings: Eurodance, happy hardcore, K-pop, J-pop, British sub-bass, modern EDM, IDM, bubblegum pop, electro house, MIDI ringtones, 90s hits, etc, etc. This is kinda sums up average PC Music song. It's way easier to just listen to one of the tracks from the only one compilation album they have, called PC Music Volume 1. Right, they do have only one full-length record on their label. Everything else is a bunch of singles and rarely EPs, usually released digitally. None of the big known PC Music artists came out with a full-length album. It's not even known if PC Music is officially a record label and has anyone officially signed. It's not fully known which artists could be considered members of PC Music and which couldn't. They do have a list of names on their website, but still, there's just so many associated artists and songs and everything. And all the people who appear at promo pictures, articles, and PC Music related events, there's no biography info, no personal details, preferences info, sometimes not even real name info. And there's a reason for that as well. Also, a very interesting thing is there's a tendency of one-hit fest advertising rather than a formed pop star long-term campaign. PC Music has Hannah Diamond or GFOTY, who are their big stars, but they also do have somewhat art projects, which include a PC Music produced song and an artificial designed pop diva, usually a good-looking young female, a model, visual artist, or just a friend of the label, with very high-pitched voice, originally sung by someone else. A lot of the times, this project has an advertisement product along with the song, which usually doesn't even exist in real life, or exists, but it's all very like limited edition. Good example of that is QT, who's not really on the official PC Music website, so not an official member, but still she always hangs out with them. QT is this beautiful alien wonder in this ginger wig and futuristic dresses, lip-syncing to Hey Cutie, her hit single released via Axel Recordings, produced by the founder and one of the main residents, A.J. Cook, and a friend of the label, British producer Sophie. The video for the track basically is an advertisement for an energy drink, which they were selling on a specially created website, and given away at a couple of early performances. Performance is a key word when it comes to PC music, and people associated with it. Every Cutie stage appearance looks more like a high concept modern art stuff. My favorite is this video recording of her DJ set, where she mesmerized and alienated, plays her hit, then casually grabs her stuff and leaves the stage. Some people do believe that QT exists and that she's like that in real life. She does have an Instagram account, for example, and her interviews or interactions with fans usually are very Cutie character-like. Though the truth is that behind Cutie's face, there's Hayden Dunham, very intelligent and interesting person, an American sculptor, designer, overall a very talented performance artist who, through all that time, the single was released in 2014, pretends to be that girl. See Cutie more like a Hayden Dunham and friends long-term art performance. If you want more PC Music one-hit wonder artificially created pop star project, then Google Princess Bambi and her track Less Love More Sex from 2013. Pretty epic stuff. Where Princess Bambi is now? Who the fuck knows? Same accompanied imagined or real life existing product advertisement you can catch with earlier mentioned big PC Music star GFOTY, aka Girlfriend of the Year. Less high-pitched and less glossy diva. For her latest EP, VIPOTY, they came out with a whole short film, by the end of which there's a mobile app GFOTY simulator. GFOTY looks real. There's a couple of absolutely absurd interviews with her, but we'll never know if Polly Louisa Salmon, a real persona behind GFOTY, is like that in real life or not. Hannah Diamond's advertising element is her visual, I think, and just her as she is. The fact that Hannah, whose real last name is Amond, is a very talented photographer and retoucher adds to the whole art theory thing. Every Hannah's picture, song, video, performance, or release is again much more complex than it might seem. A lot of people think that all the PC Music female pop artists are a fabricated parody on modern pop scene. It makes sense, but I don't really fully agree on that. Why would they put so much effort in all these songs, videos, performances, and advert campaigns just to be parodying something? I would say that modern pop, 90s pop, noughties pop is more like an influence for all the producers of the label. About the producers, they're basically like the main force of this whole thing. It says everywhere that PC Music was actually formed by Alex Cook, or A.G. Cook, a 25 years old, forward-thinking electronic producer, the music of which is aesthetically the core of PC Music. One of the Cook's closest friend is actually also a star of PC Music, and also a very talented producer, Danny L. Harl, who by far sounds the most average modern pop-like. Still with a twist though. No wonder the first ever release Columbia Records, with whom PC Music partnered last year, was by Danny. PC Music rapidly invades modern pop scene. Speaking about ironic parody again, why would the parody want to become more popular than the origin? Is it an absurd thing? The most recent Danny's single, Supernatural, for example, features a huge pop star, Carly Rae Jepsen. Quick shout out to Carly for collaborating with all these talented people all the time. Go girl. More pop music invasion stuff comes from a genius mind of definitely not an official PC Music label member, but a close friend and collaborator, British producer Sam Long, who goes by the stage name Sophie. Sophie co-produced and produced quite a lot of stuff with PC Music and artists aesthetically associated with them. And when it comes to be a serious, successful top producer, he worked on tracks for Madonna. He's responsible for the whole Charlie XCX's EP Room Room production. He worked with dozens of artists from all around the globe. And everybody kept mentioning that Miley Cyrus's A&R people contacted him back when he was in New York working. Besides all the collabs, he's pretty huge on his own. Via Numbers record label, the world heard his first album called Product back in November of 2015. The singles of which were highly critically acclaimed and loved by the electronic music fans. When once asked what genre his music is, Sophie answered advertising. Very fittable. The wit showed in rare, exclusive, written-only interviews. And the whole anonymous thing. I mean, for quite some time, people didn't even know if Sophie is a male or female, and does he even exist in real life. Also signs up to the PC Music's concept and presence. Other artists on the label share same psyche and energy. And thorough listening to the PC Music Master playlist might make you lose your sense of mind for a good few minutes. Don't be afraid to dive into it though. Sometimes it feels like you are on drugs without the actual drugs, or like you time travel into the future. Doesn't it mean that their music is taking you to a whole another dimension, like the good music's supposed to do? Anyway, besides already mentioned big PC music artists, check out all the rest plus the duo collabs and affiliates. Easy Fun, Kane West, Life Sim, Lil Dada, Spiny, Felicita, Dux Content, Lip Gloss Twins, Thigh Slaughter, Vin Diesel, Hannah Risk, TLC, DJ Warlord, Real Love, Only You tracks by Chris Lee, and that brand new Temper Kids track. To feel the label aesthetics to its fullest, go look at all the stuff PC Music collaborators do, such as ex or still current creative director / video director / artist Finn McTaggart, or friend of the label, fashion stylist Luby McLaughlin. And of course, check out Hannah Diamond's photo visual art. I guess this is kind of a summed up thoughts on this. Maybe this is all wrong. Maybe PC Music don't care about art and concepts. Maybe they do troll the pop culture. Maybe they are serious about all of this. Maybe they all time traveled from the future to mind blown us. What are your thoughts on this? Do you like PC Music? Do you hate them? Is it too artsy for you, or you enjoy this kind of artistry? And you share the ironic and absurd PC Music view of the modern world? If you're a fan, who's your favorite PC Music artist is and why? Do you consider PC Music a present picture of future pop? We want to debate in the comments this time. Please make it happen. As always, don't forget to like and share this video. It will help us a lot. Also, you can subscribe to our channel to see more stuff like this. We make 2 videos a week about music, artists, and all the things related to it that we are personally interested in, and just like here in the corner in the info thing, you can find a lot of interesting stuff, so click it. For now, stay cool, kids. Create art. Don't care about what others say. With love and with the sun. Meanwhile, on the other stage. Peace.